Good afternoon. I'm 14 First Alert meteorologist Arden Gregory here with your afternoon update. This is a live look from the 14 News Studio tower camera. We've got some big changes on the way. A few showers and storms out there this afternoon, but we're on alert tomorrow for severe weather. Then looking ahead as we get into the weekend, we're talking about the hottest weather we've had so far this year. We're talking highs in the 90s and heat index values possibly climbing into the triple digits. So let's start with that alert day. This is for late in the day tomorrow. Damaging winds, hail, and tornadoes, all a possibility. Like I said, we do have a few very hit or miss showers and storms across the region today, but it's very isolated. Most of us are dry and we're not seeing any severe weather, although any of these very spotty storms, although they're small, may be packing some rather heavy rain. There's a lot of moisture in the atmosphere and we've been seeing that for the past several days. Anytime we get rain going around here, it seems to be a downpour that can then produce flooding. We're not really expecting that today, but just know while these storms are small, they may produce some lightning and some brief heavy rain if they do go over your location. We'll continue to see these isolated showers and storms through the rest of the afternoon, but as we approach sunset, those rain chances really taper off and then we'll be dry through the night tonight. Tomorrow, there is an isolated chance of rain in the morning, but it really looks like the rain chances will probably stay to our south early in the day on Wednesday. Through the middle of the day, I actually think we'll get some sunshine in here on Wednesday. That's not good news, though. That sunshine is just going to help pour more energy into the atmosphere, and that's that same energy the storms are going to feed off of as we get into Wednesday afternoon and evening. We may see some isolated thunderstorms popping up Wednesday afternoon out ahead of the main line, but the bulk of the rain probably won't move in until after 4 p.m. It's going to be a line of thunderstorms moving into Illinois first Wednesday afternoon, then continuing to push from west to east through the tri-state Wednesday evening. Now, if we are going to get any severe weather, it would most likely be on the leading edge of that line of storms, but then scattered showers and a few thunderstorms will still be possible then through Wednesday evening into the first part of the night, tapering off then overnight and into Thursday morning. As for our severe weather risk, notice today we're outlooked in that brown color. That's just general thunderstorms. So we may get a little lightning, maybe some heavy rain, but really just garden variety, run-of-the-mill thunderstorms is all we're expecting today. The sort of bullseye for severe weather is in Kansas and Oklahoma today, but as that weather system slides to the east, we see that risk of severe weather shifting into the tri-state tomorrow. We're right at the cusp here of a level 2 to level 3 threat. So scattered to numerous severe storms expected across the tri-state Wednesday. Again, this would be late Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening. Looking at the individual threats at a level 1 risk for flooding, then right at that dividing line there, a level 1 to level 2 risk for both hail and for tornadoes. Wind, however, we're at a level 2 to level 3 threat. So another way of saying that same information basically is wind is the most likely concern. As these storms roll through, odds are if we have any problems, it's going to be with damaging wind gusts along that line of thunderstorms. However, hail and tornadoes also very possible if things come together just right. And in addition to all of that, we may also see some heavy rain and flooding too. So wind, the most likely threat, but hail, tornadoes, and even some flooding, all possible. So make sure you have a reliable way to receive warnings wherever you're going to be Wednesday afternoon and evening, and make sure you know your safe place to go to if a warning is issued for your location. As for temperatures, sitting in the lower 80s in most locations right now. It's 82 in Evansville, Henderson, and Owensboro. We may tack on just a couple more degrees, topping out somewhere in the mid 80s this afternoon. Then we'll slowly start to fall back through the 80s and eventually into the lower 70s by the end of the night. Tomorrow is going to be breezy before the storms get here. It's going to be very breezy with winds coming in from the southwest, just pumping warm, humid air up into the tri-state. So it's going to get steamy in here Wednesday afternoon with highs climbing into the upper 80s to near 90. But again, that's that energy the storms are then going to feed off of later Wednesday afternoon and evening. The storms roll out of here Wednesday night, and then we see gradually clearing skies as we go through the day on Thursday, Juneteenth. Temperatures will be a little bit cooler, topping out in the low to mid 80s on Thursday, but that cool down does not last long at all. By the time we get into the weekend, look at this. Warmest weather we've had all year, and appropriately so. Friday evening is actually the summer solstice, so summer officially starts Friday night, and it's going to feel that way as we get into the weekend and even into early next week. High temperatures will be in the lower 90s. We may even see a few mid 90s as we get into Sunday and Monday, but we're also still going to be dealing with some humidity. So when you factor that in Saturday, Sunday, and even into Monday of next week, I think it's very possible we could have some heat index values as high as 100 to even 105. So true summertime heat and humidity on the way by the time we get to the weekend. So just to summarize, on alert for possible severe storms late tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. Clearing skies, but a little cooler on Juneteenth. Then we start to heat things back up, and we've got highs in the 90s, heat index values in the triple digits then as we get into the weekend. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the forecast, but don't go anywhere. Jamie French and Robinson Miles will be right back with some of your latest news headlines.
Stay informed on your local news and weather throughout the day by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows. At 8:30 a.m., get your First Alert forecast to plan the day ahead and catch up on the news that happened overnight with the 14 News Sunrise team. In the afternoon, get the latest headlines, forecasts, and a preview of the stories we're working on with the 14 First Alert streaming show at 2:30. And get an in-depth look at the 14 First Alert forecast so you're ready for the next big thing with the 14 First Alert weather show at 9 p.m. Watch the 14 First Alert streaming show that fits your schedule and works best for you. Streaming on your phone by downloading the 14 News app and the 14 First Alert weather app. On your smart TV by using the 14 News streaming app. And stream anytime on Facebook, YouTube, or on 14news.com. Stay connected and stay informed by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows on your favorite streaming devices. Live from 14 News, this is a 14 Digital News Desk update.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us for your afternoon news and weather streaming show at 2:30. I'm Jamie French.
And I'm Robinson Miles. Again, thank you for carving out just a little bit of your time to hang out with us this afternoon. We do have a few big things going on around the tri-state, not only today, but also looking forward a little bit to this weekend. Looking forward to a time when maybe there's a little bit fewer clouds going on, as Arden told us, and we in the news department are fixated on that. But first, we're going to talk a little bit about something happening today, the grand opening of the new Henderson County mine. Now, this is going to be operated under Riverview Coal, which is an affiliate of Alliance Coal.
Yeah, both of those coal mines been around for a very long time, so they're sort of expanding now. It is a multi-million-dollar operation. So, of course, the electricity demand is very high in the United States, which is increasing the need for coal, which is why officials wanted to expand that. Officials say that several people have already been added to their team, and training for those miners is already underway. They are looking to hire about 500 people for this new underground site, so certainly a good opportunity for folks in and around Henderson County. The new hires will undergo a 40-hour training with additional on-the-job training. And of course, those current miners at Riverview will also transfer to this new mine location. So again, it's in Henderson County. It's the intersection of Kentucky 145 and Sulphur Springs Road. That's near the community of Little Dixie.
Now, our Isaac Calvert is there right now. They're holding a grand opening ceremony that started just a little while ago at 2 o'clock. So a little bit later today, we'll have a full recap of that. Now, that's enough for the today news. Let's look forward a little bit. Of course, as Arden showed us, we've got a really interesting week. Several very cloudy and rainy days ahead. But then when we get to Friday, boy, do things change when we hit that first day of summer. So we have an event that we know about to kind of kick things off when we get into summer here in Evansville.
Absolutely. If you guys are familiar with Angel Mound, such a wonderful place, they're hosting a special event to commemorate the occasion of the summer solstice. They're having an alignment event, so to speak. So solstice is set to begin around 4:45 a.m. on Saturday, and it's going to be in position to capture the alignment at sunrise at that time. Angel Mounds, if you didn't know, was purposely built to align with celestial events like the solstice. And then on the summer solstice, the sun will rise perfectly in alignment with mounds A and F there at Angel Mound. So a very cool sight to see. I remember when we covered the winter solstice and things like that. Of course, I always love when they have special events, but great way to kick off summer.
True. And from what Arden showed us, if you're going to be doing anything outside on that day, maybe really early in the morning is the best time to do
For
that.
sure.
That day is not going to be messing around in terms of heat and sun.
Yeah, that's going to be very hot.
So moving on to our final headline of the day. Sad, I know, but consumer news announced this morning, Amazon says Prime Day is returning on July 8th through the 11th. So for the first time in the company's history, the shopping event will last 4 days. Now, according to Amazon, early Prime Day deals are already starting to become available.
Guys, this is bad news for my wallet. I am obsessed with Amazon, and now that they're going to give me 4 days of Prime Days, oh my goodness. Well, hey, as a reminder, if you're not like me and you've had a membership for years now, you can sign up for a 30-day free trial on Amazon Prime. That means if you do that now, then you will be signed up and ready to go for the big event that starts on July 8th. So it's crazy. A lot of stuff is almost like marked down half price, like furniture and big things like that. So if you're in the market for a big purchase, Amazon Prime Day is for you.
It's humbling.
Yeah.
It's a humbling time to realize that like whether or not something is on sale fully determines whether or not I need it in my life.
Oh, absolutely.
That's really what it is. Yeah, I always think of myself as an autonomous person, and then Prime Day comes up, and I thought, maybe I do need 3 smokers. I don't know.
Absolutely.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's like I need deodorant in bulk. I mean, why not? It's Amazon. It's Prime Day. You got to celebrate.
It feels good. Little burst of adrenaline. You
get a
this fun
package.
thing. Oh, 100%.
Oh, that just makes my
People
day.
don't send letters that much, but you can send them to yourself through Amazon. 13 smokers.
Send yourself a present. There
That's
you
what to
go.
think about. There's no losing there. Well, thank you so much for taking a bit of your day to hang out with us this afternoon. Of course, we are going to have a much more extensive look at all these stories and much more in our evening shows, and then even later for 14 News at 10.
All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great afternoon.